With YouTube demonetizing independent media, please consider becoming a patron today for just $1 per month. Link below. But speaking of some more dumb stuff, apparently Show Dogs is getting recut by Global Road in response to concerns over inappropriate sex abuse message. Not against humans, by the way. Oh no, this has nothing to do with humans. All about the doggies. The doggies being sexually abused for a joke. I'm not even making that up too. So it says here, Global Road is stepping up and recutting its family film Show Dogs after mommy bloggers, because you know, always the mommy bloggers, and groups that include the National Center on Sexual Exploitation took issue with the subplot involving the lead undercover police dog, Max, voiced by Ludacris, who will be, while being inspected at a dog show, becomes comfortable with strangers touching his genitals. Yeah, that's where we are right now. That's where we are. People, mommy bloggers, they mad because, you know, there's a scene in a movie where a dog at a dog show gets the genitals fondled, as if that doesn't happen all the time in a dog show. Now, the new cut of the film will be available in theaters by this weekend. In a statement, Global Road Entertainment says, responding to concern raised by moviegoers and some specific organizations, Global Road Entertainment has decided to remove 2 scenes from the film Show Dogs that some have deemed inappropriate for children. The company takes these matters very seriously and remains committed to providing quality entertainment for the intended audiences based on the film's rating. We apologize to anyone who feels that the original version of Show Dogs sent an inappropriate message. The revised version of the film will be available for viewing nationwide starting this weekend. So, okay, you've got a scene in a movie at a dog show where an undercover cop is going to go in there and then he gets his genitals fondled, right? Now, the reason here people are mad about it is because it says that it sends the wrong message to kids, that it's okay for children to become comfortable with inappropriate touching, which is entirely the right statement to have. You never want children to be, you know, comfortable with inappropriate touching. You always want them to be aware of like stranger danger. You always want there to be all this stuff, right? And you know, and it says here that in the scenes, Max is advised by a former champion dog to go to his Zen place in order to get through the dog show's genital inspection. And the thing is, though, is that like the dog show, these things actually happen, right? So when dogs go and they go to the best of show or they do that whole thing, they get their genitals inspected. Why not focus the attention on like, hey, maybe don't do that, right? Like if you're upset at it happening in a movie, but you're not upset at it happening in real life, then what the hell? Now, I understand there's going to be the whole segment there of like, this is like the dog's Me Too moment, right? And obviously that's where a lot of this is coming from. But at the same time, it's just ridiculous. It's just, I don't know. I feel like maybe it shouldn't have been there in the first place, but once it's there, it's like, the movie only made 6 million last weekend. And it has an A- cinema score, so really people aren't that upset at it. So mommy bloggers, meaning a couple people, you know, but then again, mommy bloggers think that they're super influential, right? Mommy bloggers are most like, think of the most egotistical YouTuber you know of, and then apply that to a mother and a blog. And that's where a lot of those come from. Now, the National Center on Sexual Exploitation released a statement blasting the film, saying that the movie sends a troubling message that grooms children for sexual abuse. It contains multiple scenes where a dog character must have his private parts inspected, in the course of which the dog is uncomfortable and wants to stop, but is told to go to his Zen place. The dog is rewarded with advancing to the final round of the show after passing the barrier. Disturbingly, these are similar tactics child abusers use when grooming children, telling them to pretend they are somewhere else and that they will get a reward for withstanding their discomfort. Children's movies must be held to a higher standard. It must teach children bodily autonomy, the ability to say no, and safety, not confusing messages endorsing unwanted genital touching. And look, I get that, and I'm not against their pushback on it. I understand the message that they are trying to send. But at the same time, why not be mad at dog shows for doing this? Where's going to be the PETA rising up and saying, you know, ein Minuten bitte, what about the dogs? You know, I'm just like, if you're mad about one, you should be mad about the other. And they're not. And I don't know. I know people are going to go, but it's children over dogs. But it's kind of like, if you're going to be activists for something, why not at least, you know, take it a step further then and fight for dog safety? I don't like dog shows. I find them to be, you know, more torturous to watch than anything else. But here we are, you know, and the movie, an A- cinema score, kids apparently like it. I do believe it's from the director of the Scooby-Doo, the first Scooby-Doo movie. Raja Gosnell, I think, directed this one. So he puts in a little bit of adult humor in there. If you go back and watch 2003's Scooby-Doo, written by James Gunn of Guardians of the Galaxy fame, you can see that there's a lot of humor there. There's a lot of, a lot of adult humor, a lot of adult jokes. And it's not going to register with children, but we're in this age now where any kind of adult humor that's going to go into these particular films that are going to make the adults laugh is now going to be looked at as a potential avenue for abuse for children. So get ready for a couple rocky years of children's movies when, they just make it all crazy stuff. But that being said, I don't have any intention of seeing the movie. Thank God my daughter is not of age to watch this yet, and I don't think I will see it now. This isn't going to draw me to the theater. That's the other thing too. So here's my question. Okay, the movie only made $6 million, right? Not a lot of money. So my question is Global Road Entertainment, are they actually going to sit there and put this movie out with the new changes, with the edits, as a way to bring in more people? The people who might have been scared away by these claims from these mommy bloggers, are they now going to get the endorsement from the mommy bloggers, which are then going to bring in the viewers? Now, the thing with that is, and this is what I've learned when I was researching mommy blogs for when I thought about having a daddy blog because I'm a stay-at-home dad, is that these women, while egotistical, are in some aspects influential, and they make a shitload of money being this way. Like there's so many things that they are able to pull off because they mommy bloggers are like crazy. So if they give the seal of approval, that could then bring in more money and therefore allow the company to get more cash. And if that's the case, then it's a solid business tactic. To be honest, it would be a solid business move to do that.